Hello and welcome to your first video on prompt engineering, the new skill that lets us get the most from modern AI systems. If you've ever asked Siri or ChatGPT to do something and been disappointed by the answer, the issue isn't usually the model, it's the way we ask. Prompt engineering is the art of crafting input instructions in plain language so that a large language model understands exactly what we need. A well-written prompt is the difference between a vague request and a clear, goal-oriented instruction. In this short guide, we'll walk through what prompt engineering is, why it matters, and some simple techniques to get you started. What is prompt engineering? When you interact with an AI system, you're essentially programming it with words. Prompt engineering is the practice of designing and refining questions or instructions to elicit specific, reliable responses. Unlike traditional programming, where you control behavior through code, here you steer the model with natural language. The quality of your prompt directly affects the usefulness, safety, and reliability of the output. For example, compare the vague prompt, "Write a summary," with the clearer instruction, "Summarize the following customer support chat in 3 bullet points," focusing on the issue, customer sentiment, and resolution. Use clear, concise language. The second version gives the model a structure, a task, and a tone, and it will almost always produce a better answer. Why does prompt engineering matter? Generative AI has moved from being a novelty to powering real products. Whether you're summarizing legal documents, drafting emails, or generating code, you can't rely on the model's default behavior. Well-crafted prompts dramatically improve output quality without the need for retraining or expensive fine-tuning. They help bridge the gap between what you meant and what the model understood, and they let you control tone, structure, and even safety. Good prompts aren't just for developers. Some of the best prompt engineers are writers and subject matter experts because they know how to ask the right question. In short, prompt engineering is a core capability for building trustworthy AI systems. Strategy 1. Provide context. AI systems learn from context. You'll get richer, more relevant answers if you give the model a little background to work with. For example, ask, "You are an experienced wildlife biologist specializing in trees. Based on recent UK weather patterns, predict when autumn colours will peak in the Lake District and explain it to primary school pupils." Instead of a generic answer, the model will adopt the role you set and tailor its response to that audience. Providing context can include giving the model a persona, you are a consultant, a location, a time frame, or stating the intended audience. You can even supply your own writing samples so the AI can mimic your style. Strategy 2. Be specific. Clarity and precision are essential. Rather than asking, "Tell me about climate change," you could say, "Discuss the economic implications of climate change on small businesses in Manchester over the next decade." Being specific means describing the task, specifying the output format, and outlining any constraints. The granularity of your input is directly proportional to the quality of the output. When you define your aim, use clear words, and provide context, the AI knows exactly what you want. Strategy 3. Build on the conversation. Most chat-based AI tools remember previous messages. After you get a response, you can refine your request. "That's great, now make it shorter," or explain it using an analogy British teenagers would understand. You don't need to repeat all the context, and iterative prompting often produces better results. If you switch topics entirely, start a new chat to avoid confusion. Types of prompts. Different tasks require different prompting strategies. Here are some common types. Zero shot. Give simple, clear instructions without examples, e.g., "Summarize this article in 5 bullet points." Useful for straightforward tasks. In the Lakera guide, zero-shot prompts work best when you clearly specify structure and goals. One shot. Provide one example to set the desired tone or format. For example, show one translation pair before asking for more. This helps the model mimic the pattern. Few shot. Include multiple examples of input-output pairs to teach the model a pattern. Use diverse examples and clearly separate them from the new task, as this encourages the model to infer the pattern. Chain of thought. Ask the model to reason step by step, such as, let's solve this problem step by step, first, then. Providing intermediate thinking steps can improve performance on complex problems. You can even tell the model to explain its reasoning as it goes along. Role-based or persona prompts assign a persona or point of view to the model. For instance, you are an AI policy advisor, draft a summary of the new data protection bill. Defining a persona helps the AI adopt the appropriate tone and domain knowledge.